So I had a new client and she was telling me how she got scammed. She told me she sent a deposit, then she got the address, but she did not look up the address until the day of the appointment. And I was like, why didn't you do that? And I asked her also, what was something that made you book with her? She said she had 10,000 followers. And I was like, oh. And I just was like, you didn't look up the location. You went by follower count. That is all a recipe for disaster. And let me tell you why. Because a lot of people that scam take from other people's work. So try to find you a stylist, and not all stylists know how to do this, but watermark. They got their name that matches their, their whole thing. Like mine is Slave by Gemma. So I try to put like a little logo on all of my reels or my pictures. 2, if you want to avoid getting scammed, start looking at the background. If the hairstylist is not a traveling hairstylist, the background should not be changing much unless they relocate every day, which is not it's not mathing, right? So, or looking at pictures. If you're looking at pictures and it looks like the back of somebody's head, every picture is the back of somebody's head. Or you're looking at a picture, it looks like a before and after, but the side profile is different. Red flag. Like, y'all got to start looking at that. And I'm not saying people that have so many followers aren't who they are. But when did followers become the product? You know what I'm saying? Y'all gonna have to start looking into things. Start doing your homework before you sending your deposits. Because guess what? Deposits ain't going nowhere. A lot of us stylists have created deposits because we've been cheated with our time and our money. So like me, I used to not charge deposits at all until the days that I'm booked up, usually Friday and Saturday. People want to pay my time and my money. So now deposits are just easier. That solidifies your spot and it go towards your service. So deposits ain't going nowhere. Y'all can get over that. It really ain't. The only people that I don't require a deposit always for me is my loyal clients. You got to be rocking and rolling with me for a minute for me to be like, girl, don't worry about it. I'll see you at your appointment. But if you're new to any style, you're paying a deposit. But these are some things you can do to avoid getting scammed. Start looking at their work. And I'm not saying every hairstylist posts often. Sometimes I don't have the time or I don't even care to. Because it's work. Editing content is a lot of work. But at least ask a friend. Have you ever been to this girl? Or if they got pictures and they tag the person in it, go to that person they tag and say, hey, is this you? Did you go to her? If so, how was your experience? I'm just trying to avoid getting scammed. I've been getting scammed or I don't want to get scammed. And hopefully that person say, yeah, oh, she was cool. I went to her, blah, 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 blah. But y'all need to quit going to people based off followers. Everything ain't what it seems, but y'all need to make sure y'all do y'all homework. That's it. Do your homework. Quit going to people's pages saying, oh, they got 3,000 followers. They got 15,000. They got 100,000 followers. That doesn't mean anything because you can pay for that. You can pay for your stuff to be put out there as well. So try to find a hairstylist that's either in her content, whether it's not, it don't have to be direct. Like, it don't have to be on a Destiny Rose or Alice Miss Dimples type of level. It can even be just them just in there. Because I know sometimes I don't be in the camera at all. Like, I don't be wanting to be in the camera. Because your girl be needing her hair done. I be so busy getting everybody else together. I be last on the totem pole. But anyway, y'all need to start doing y'all research and quit trying to punish every hairstylist for running their business the way that they run their business. We are in a different time, and clients scam too. And I'm not saying all of us stylists created a lot of rules that stylists create is due to situations they have ran into. And I'm not saying we got to punish y'all either, but we got to have an understanding. But the first thing y'all need to do is do homework. I asked my cousin, I said, do you think that when you look at my stuff, do you think that I'm not who I am? She was like, no. She's like, because you post often, you're sometimes in it. You tag people on your, like, you tag the people whose head you did. So that's another thing you can look at. Are they tagging the people? Even though some clients be like, don't tag me in that, blah, 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 blah. But you'll get some that say, sure, you could tag me. So start looking at stuff like that, okay? Because we are in that time where it is what it is. And you got to come with the times, but quit going by followers. Quit. Followers have been is a thing in the past. To me, when I see followers, that don't mean nothing. I'm looking at the product. I'm looking at how they doing it, etc. I want to see if they install. Some people like me, I like to show installation so people can see that it's not a difficult hairstyle to take down. Or they just get to see the process so they'll know, like, this is why it may take so long, etc. But that's my thoughts about the whole scamming and deposits and stuff like that.